right, for what feels like forever, the AI world has had one king, one undisputed ruler.
Well, in the past few hours, that entire reality just got shattered. Let's get right into it.
The gap between closed frontier systems and publicly available models has effectively collapsed. This sentence right here, this is a turning point. I mean, a major turning point in the history of AI. What it's saying is that the best, most powerful AI, it's not locked behind some corporate paywall anymore. It's out in the wild, it's free, and it just took down the reigning champ. Yeah, you heard that right. As of today, a brand new, totally free open source AI model has officially leapfrogged OpenAI's top dog, GPT-5, in some really critical areas.
But hold up, that's not all. Just when you thought the competition was fierce, Microsoft drops a bombshell. They've assembled a
Dream team with a mission to build superintelligence. Microsoft isn't just joining the race, they're changing the whole game's rules, and you are about to know how.
Welcome to the AI Trend Alerts. Today, we're diving into two massive breakthroughs. An AI model that just walked into the ring and knocked out the heavyweights, GPT-5 and Claude Sonnet 4.5, and Microsoft's superintelligence. So in this breakdown, we're going to dig into exactly what this new model is, how a tiny startup seemingly out of nowhere pulled this off, and why this one single release pretty much changes the entire AI game forever. Okay, to really get how huge this is, you gotta remember the scene, right? OpenAI, right? Billions in funding, a massive head start. They were the absolute king of the hill, no question. Their models, like GPT-5, were the gold standard, the thing everyone else was desperately trying to catch up to. Well, until now. So who is this challenger? It's a model called Kimi K2 Thinking, and it comes from a company called Moonshot AI. Now, this isn't some tech giant like Google or Microsoft. No, Moonshot is a startup out of China founded just recently in 2023. Think about that. They've gone from basically zero to the top of the leaderboards in what feels like the blink of an eye. It's wild. Okay, let's look at the specs, because the power under the hood here is just staggering. Kimi K2 is built on a 1 trillion parameter architecture. That's massive. But here's the crazy part. It's super efficient, only firing up 32 billion of those for any given task. It can handle a huge 256,000 token context window, and get this, it can string together up to 300 actions in a row without a human stepping in. These are absolutely world-class numbers. But specs are one thing. How does it actually perform? And boom, here's the proof. This is the upset right here. Look at BrowseComp. That's a test for web search and reasoning. Kimi K2 straight up beats GPT-5. It does it again on HHELE, which is a super tough test for reasoning with tools. It's the ultimate test of tool use. Kimi K2 scored a whopping 44.9%, officially beating the latest from OpenAI and Anthropic. Now sure, GPT-5 still has a tiny edge in some specific coding and reasoning areas, but the big picture here is just stunning. A free model just beat the paid industry leaders on complex multi-step tasks. The open rate world finally caught up to the closed source giants. Think of it like this. GPT-5 is a genius student who can ace any test. But Kimi K2 is the genius student who can also drive to the store, buy the ingredients, and cook a 5-course meal, all by itself. It can handle up to 300 steps autonomously. That's not just a small win, that's a seismic shift in the landscape. So you gotta be asking yourself, right? How is this even possible? How does a small startup just walk in and beat a model that costs billions of dollars to build? Well, it turns out they have a secret weapon. Actually, two of them. First up is something called Mixture of Experts, or MOE for short. Now, instead of one giant brain trying to do everything at once, think of an MOE model like a team of specialists. You got your math expert, your language expert, your coding expert. When you ask it a question, it's smart enough to send the problem only to the experts who can actually solve it. This makes it ridiculously fast and way more efficient. The second piece of the puzzle is called INT4 quantization. It's a really clever technique that basically shrinks the model's file size. And what does that do? It doubles its speed without losing performance. So you put these two things together, and what do you get? a model that isn't just smarter in key areas, but is also way cheaper and faster for everyone to use. It's like getting a Ferrari that runs on tap water. Now let's talk Microsoft Super Intelligence. Yeah, that word, super intelligence, usually means Skynet, right? But this is different. This new team is led by Mustafa Suleyman, who's the guy who co-founded DeepMind and is a visionary in AI space.
And the team's first mission? To build an AI that is superhuman at one thing: medical diagnosis.
Think of it like this. Your current doctor is a great generalist. This AI is about to become the world's best specialist, able to spot a disease years before any human can. It's like upgrading from a flip phone to a quantum computer. Suleyman says they have a line of sight to this medical superintelligence in the next 2 to 3 years. This isn't sci-fi anymore. It's a massive, multi-billion-dollar market that Microsoft is about to accelerate.
The key word is humanist. They're aiming for superhuman performance with virtually no existential risk. It's specialized, controlled, and designed to increase our life expectancy. It's AI built to save us, not replace us.
So what does this mean for you? These breakthroughs aren't just a massive leap forward, they're leaps in totally different directions. For Kimi K2, this is agentic AI unleashed. Kimi K2 isn't just smart, it's a workflow wizard, mixing expert brains and turbo speed for everyone, free. Forget prompting and start orchestrating. The underdog didn't just join the race, it hit turbo and raced ahead, making world-class autonomy open to everyone. For Microsoft, this is the ultimate specialist move. Microsoft's humanist AI redefines what superhuman means. No AGI, no scary AI takeovers, just an AI guardian pushing life expectancies sky high. One model is changing how we work, the other, how we live. AI is shaking the foundation. You'll want to be here for every tremor, and trust me, the next one is just around the corner. Smash subscribe for hits that change tomorrow. Next time you tune in, AI may be saving lives or running your calendar. Don't blink.